Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 23. 23, Jesus. Time is flying. Okay, welcome to practice. Step into spinal flow. I have a meowing thing here. See if she will stay silent or not. Okay, so today's topic is the flow between the creation and the integration. So drop into the spine as we are tuning into. Okay, so this is what she wants. She wants body work. She wants this. So as I am onboarding us today, just drop in and see how are you doing. So this is your time. If you're new, start with day one. I highly recommend you to start with day one because we're on a journey. You can catch up. You can do multiple a day if you want. We're only on day 23. So this is your time. Just drop into the body. So before we even begin the practice, we arrive. So we need to bridge a little bit. So when we create, we also need to integrate. And that's the flow, the breath of life, the pulse of life. So when we are on our knees and we are practicing this breath, this movement, this expansion and contraction. So we're just continuing. We're just continuing. She's like, why are you not touching me? So when we come into this practice, we have to bridge a little bit. We can't just go boom and then boom. We will. So, but that's later on. We're still bridging a little bit. So it's like in the movie Outbreak, before you go between zones, you gotta clean yourself. You gotta ground yourself. So we're just, between states. So now we're bringing in the concept of state and in between state. This is getting fun. I'm having the best weekend ever. And I really remind myself about the creative output and the integration. So this is so we take one stroke. And sometimes we get a rest in between. So we're just going deeper into the concept of output and integration. So we call it creation and integration, but there's multiple ways that we can look at this. So we're going to dive deeper into that. Okay. So let's begin the practice. Fingertips together on your knees. You see, I'm wearing a dress, so you can do this anytime. Okay. 3 more breaths. And relax. So we're going between movement and resting. So that's one way of looking at it. We're going from breathing to silence, from action to rest. Removing energy. We rest and recover. We express truth, and then we wait for a new truth to arrive. So it's one truth after another truth after another truth. And between the truths, there's a pause. There's a stillness for the new truth to be born. So if we, new truth, and then we rest and recover, integrate in silence, new truth is expressed. So we go from expression, silence, expression. So it's like a firework, and then there's a new, like this. So we can't have the gate open all the time, because then we will only stay the same. We have to drop and stop for something new to arrive. So if we're looking for new, if we don't want the same, we have to stop and allow something new to come. And many times we have to leave something else behind because the cup is full. Okay, one more round. So this is really good because I'm starting to activate the glutes and the upper thighs. So this is really good. To support that. So you can really work the legs here if you would like. So this is where what is alchemy and what is, fitness. There is no difference. There's no difference. There's just alchemy. There's just movement. The movement creates both. Now my hip popped open. And my legs hurt. Way more than I would like them to. Moving a lot of energy, and the body doesn't want to stop. Really wants to jam through it. But just, okay, rest. Release the pressure from the legs if you need to. So I'm showcasing also, I'm not overriding myself either. I took a couple of breaths where it was really gooey, but then I stop. So now we integrate. Allow it to just slow down. Just rest in silence. Connect with the heartbeat anywhere in your body, chin to chest. From here, grab your notebook. My body is asking for. My body is asking for. Mine was asking for a pillow. Okay, finalize the sentence. So from here, what is it that your body is asking for? Is there something that you can do for the body right now? Like mine was asking for a pillow because it was a bit hard on my feet because I'm opening up my ankles at this time. And I was pushing a little bit in the thighs. So I felt like I had pushed enough. So I could give myself that straight away. Is there something that you could give yourself right now that is actually within reach? And don't let this be, don't let me stop you, because we have about 10 minutes left. So maybe you need to pause, or if you're live, then you actually need to do that. Then I will be right here when you come back in the future. Everything that we do in Internal Alchemy is about allowing the body to fully recover. Life is a stress. And the lack of nurture that we give to ourselves is extraordinary. And it's on a micro level during the day. It's like not eating, just pushing eating windows, pushing bathroom windows, and not allowing ourselves to fully have what the body actually needs. And when we can start to give ourselves that in the moment with the things that we can actually do, something happens in the body, I'm telling you. So this is that window before we come back to the breathing. So fingertips together. Now really turn on your root lock. Be on your knees if you feel like. I did not feel like being on my knees more, so I'm not going to do that. So we are options, levels of options. So when we can break down the levels of option in this practice on a deep level, You will be able to do that in everyday life. So I'm showcasing a principle that I want you to add in life. Always adjust so you're not burning yourself in both ends. So if you're burning in one end, you need to build in the other end. Root lock, steady, strong. So now when I adjusted the energy, the position, I feel like I could really utilize the energy that I do have and move energy in the upper body. So I follow. I trust my body, so I follow. Rest, change state, meet yourself in the between states. So we go between movement and silence, action and integration. You can see it as a decision and observation. So we make a move. So the jellyfish, we make a stroke, and then that plays out. And then we are because we make a decision, and that will move us like a jellyfish somewhere in the future. So when we arrive, we need to make a new evaluation. And because we are in the future, there will be a new truth available. So we can't make a decision for a future truth. We have to allow the truth to unfold gradually. It's when we believe that we have to have more truths that is available than is actually available. That's when the creativity that we are unable to move. But in truth, we're just not comfortable moving in the unknown. Okay, one more. So for each breath, when you exhale, push the energy down in the stomach. Deep root lock. So every breath, every day, every action is a new beginning. It's a new start. There's a new truth. There's a new expression. And there is no judgment of the action that we made. We just allow the movement to flow. So we flow from truth to truth. So it's just from one state to another. It's like life and death, sunrise, sunset, action, integration. It's just night and day. There's always something new coming. And we decide the pace. So this breath, this movement, this flow is so much more than just a movement or just a flow or just a breath. It's a way of life. It's a way of living. It's a way of being. It's a way of operating through the world. And you can have multiple of these processes going at the same time, and they can all be in different speed, and you can orchestrate, but only if you allow both to exist. But in the social construct, there's only one that is rewarded. And we all know which that one is. So the secret that soon everyone is going to know about that is, if we connect, we also have to disconnect. If we're going to maximize, we also have to minimize. Because balance will always be restored. So if your body is lacking energy, guess what? The strokes are unbalanced. If you're having illness, the strokes are unbalanced. If you're experiencing anything that you are unhappy with in your life, you will soon realize that somewhere there's an imbalance. And when we start to give us this balance on a physical, emotional, energetical, and spiritual level, then you start to your life. Someone went to bed. So we stay in silence, we stay in observation. Where are you imbalanced? Where is your life asking for balance? Grab your notebook. Balance will be restored through. Balance will be restored through. And it can also be that you've been resting for 3 days and the body says, let's go. We've rested enough. So there's balance many ways, in the micro and in the macro. So not everyone is going to need rest. Most people need movement. They need rest in the head, not rest in the body. So that's why we're increasing the energy in the practices. But we need to slow down on the inside. So one is high. I'm not saying that your energy is low. You might exercise every day in fantastic shape. I'm speaking generally. High mind activity, low chi, because you can run every day, or you can exercise every day, but your chi might be low anyway. So it's like low mind, high chi. That's why we're moving the energy every day and increasing, but we're also going to go in between. So we're going to go high intensity and then lower, or high, 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 low. But we're going to play with it. So you are in charge of your energy. I'm guiding and suggesting and model. So today my output is slower because today is Sunday, and I really decided I usually work probably a little bit too much on the weekends. I need to balance that out. So today I've done nothing but this, and I'm not going to do anything else. So I'm balancing out that. So where do you need to balance? You might need to increase. And this is why every day in this practice is you showing up. This is you time. The body should start longing for this because there's no demands on the body. There's only, moving. There's only rewards for the body. Because there's no shame, there's no guilt, there's no pressure, there's no performance. This should be a safe space for the body to always be protected. Because that's why I come back. I want to protect the energy of your body. You need to move every day, but you need to move with your body every day. So if your energy is here, then you move here. You can move like crazy here. And soon you will realize that if I start here, I will finish the practice here. Or I start like this and then I go down. I want you to follow. So there's multiple layers within each session. So sessions have a theme, but there's also a flexibility for you to practice your own energetic levels within the practice. So if I show up with high energy, you cannot people please. If I show with low energy, you can not people please either. So when you stop people pleasing for me, you will also stop people pleasing for others, because I'm mirroring. We're doing different things. Me and your body are doing different things. And once in a while, I step in like this and speak to your mind and speak to your system and explain what I do. So that was today. Okay. 28 minutes. It was going to be a short one. That's how it is. Thank you for today. And if you're joining me on the day, I hope you're having a nice Sunday. If not, I hope you're having a great day. And yeah, I'm going to leave it like this and see you tomorrow. Ciao.